Thank you. All right, I'd like to start this evening's lineup. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is the post-election fallout, but we do not have a quorum of the Board of Trustees. The rules for a quorum of a joint meeting of Board of Trustees is that we need 14 members of the two boards to be present. So I can't call the joint meeting of the Board of Trustees to order. However, in the interest of receiving the presentation that is being brought to us by Fiduciant, I want to proceed with those as a non-meeting. That way, the Board of Trustee members can watch the video of the presentation, and if they have questions, pose questions via email, and we'll try to reschedule the trustees when we can take action on the rest of the agenda items that had been posted, if that makes sense. So I don't know, Dan, do you want to introduce Chris from Fiduciant? Yeah.
Sure, I think most of you know him anyway. He's spoken here before, so I'd like to bring up Chris Kasmar from Fiduciant Advisors.
Thank you, Dan.
Good evening, folks. Good to see everyone again. Hope everyone's doing well. We'll be quick. A couple of just procedural updates from our standpoint, and then as we do when we come in and see you, we'll give you updates on the pension plans and the OPEB trust, and do that in a timely manner and efficiently as well. Just to start quickly, we had been back and forth with Dan a little bit, but just for kind of for the record, if you will, there's nothing to take action on, of course, but we did go through a merger with a couple of other companies that were with an old parent company called NFP. They were brought together and combined, and that transaction closed last week. And it's off and running. Most importantly, it's actually absolutely no change to the way we interact with the city, no change to the service team, no change to the way we think about working with you from a consulting basis, and the investment work that we do. Everything is business as usual, but structurally we are a little bit different than when we last met a few months back. So that's really just in the form of an update. And then the other thing that we've been talking to Dan and the finance team about is Principal is the custodian to the pension plans, as you may remember. And Principal, the way that they had worked for years and years and years, is they were willing and able to take paper instructions and forms from the treasurer's office. And it works just fine. Like everything, I guess, the bank now is going to a format in the new year where they're not going to accept that type of transaction activity anymore. And what it requires is the city now, as one option, to use the online portal to do all of that transfer activity and trading activity. And that's certainly one option. And then the other option, and a lot of our clients have used, and we do it on your behalf ultimately, we can do it for the city as well. And a lot of our other municipal clients that use Principal as a custodian bank, like the city does, have just said, hey, can you do it for us? You know, we'll show you, Fiduciant will show the city and the boards what we intend to do, get the necessary approvals, and then mechanically behind the scenes, we can do that work on your behalf. It does require a little bit of paperwork to accomplish that. But again, across maybe the 15 municipal clients we have in the state that use Principal, I would tell you probably a dozen of them have decided, can you just do it for us? It sounds much easier. So that's just something to contemplate. Again, it doesn't need action tonight, but it is something over the course of the next several weeks that we'll work and keep Dan posted on. And probably going forward, I think it would be easiest mechanically if you're comfortable with that arrangement. We do the work anyways on behalf of a lot of clients. In deference to the long-standing relationship with the city, there's no additional fee to do that work. It would be part and parcel of what we do already. So that's just a consideration there. So that was, I know, on the agenda as an item. And we can talk more about that again through time when we have a quorum, if need be. In terms of the updates on the plans, in the big pension book, if you would turn to page 6. That's okay, and if folks can see that. Want to do a couple of things just quickly. Remember, periodically, we like to just check in high level on the actuarial status of the two plans. You see on the page here, top half, the employee plan, 82% funded, 6.75% return assumption. As you know, the police and fire plan, about 66% funded, 6.75% as well. And there's a survey that the USI Hooker folks do every year, and we've included some information for you there. And on page 7, you see a whole host of numbers. But you see there for plans your size, return assumption of about 6.7%. The conclusion, right, is you have a very kind of representative return assumption for what we see across the state, and in line, and no concerns from our standpoint. So you're in good working order there. And then from a funded status standpoint, if you turn to page 8, excuse me, you'll see there a trend line, the third bullet down from the top of the page. State plans, across about 74% funded. And we looked at your numbers right there. Both of the plans kind of hover in that general vicinity. Again, so I think that the plans kind of actuarially are very much in line with what we see elsewhere in the state. Your return assumption is appropriate given the way that you've got the assets allocated and mixed, and we'll see in just a minute some of the returns achieved have been up to par as well. So nothing to act on there, and I think everything is in good order. And if you turn to page 10 as well, just quickly, the only takeaway here, remember, the city took the very thoughtful step to form a trust for OPEB liabilities, put some monies into it and fund it. And that action in and of itself puts you in good shape and on the right side of the ledger. As you can see there, about more than half of plans in the state, cities in the state and towns have not even formed a trust or funded it, right? They're doing a pay as you go. You've kind of taken the proactive steps to begin to address that liability, and that puts you in good shape. So just a quick update on that front. I'm going to skip ahead to page 13, and I'm not going to bore you with all the numbers on that page. The only thing I would ask folks to be mindful of before we look at plan performance, you see there, these are calendar year results across different types of investment markets. And what's the takeaway here, right? Performance this year, markets have been really, really strong. These are results through September, as you see there. The fixed income markets on the upper left-hand corner, up in the mid-single digits. And then in the middle of the page there, you see the global equity markets with double-digit returns. So really a strong year in capital markets. And we'll see in just a second here, good returns for both of the pension plans as well. Any questions from folks on any of that? No? All right, we'll forge ahead here. If we jump to page 21, if you would. Just so folks see it, here's the layout. So for the town plan, the city plan, excuse me, employees, we're just about $50 million of invested assets as of the end of September. You can see the catalog of different strategies there. We've talked in the past, right, about the different types of investing, using different types of managers, being diversified and kind of being patient. You'll see in a minute that's paid off well. The roster's in good working order. We've got a couple of managers that our research team's spending more time on, Conestoga and Harding Loevner. If you look in the left-hand banner there, no call to action again, but there's some developments at both firms that we're paying particular attention to, and we'll keep you updated on that. And then similarly, if you turn to page 22, you'll see police and fire, about $89.5 million of invested assets at the end of September. Remember, the allocation, the roster managers is identical to the employee plan. And again, we're in good working order from an allocation standpoint, so no concern there. And then kind of getting you to the chase here, getting to the point on 23, you'll see performance on the top of the page. So about 4.5% returns for each of the plans in the third quarter. Calendar year to date, both of the plans are up about 13%. So pretty nice, returns there. 3 years, both of the plans are annualizing at almost 15.5%. You see some of the longer dated numbers there, 8.5%, call it, or thereabouts on a 5-year and north of 8% on a 10-year. Right, you think about the complexion of the programs, and we talked about the 6.75% hurdle. You can see pretty consistent incremental returns over and above that. So I think the managers have been up to task, and the markets have obviously been cooperating. So I think we've had good returns in both spots. No action items, but wanted to get you that update, and we'll keep our fingers crossed for the next, 8 weeks or so through the end of the calendar year. But it's been a really strong year for markets and for both of the plans. Anything?
Questions? And Councilman Iveyne is here. I want to throw to you also if you have any questions. You're good? Okay, all right.
Did we want to quickly, Mayor, on the OPEB, did we want to do a very quick
Sure, yeah.
update there? If we go to the other deck that I think Dan had forwarded, we can do this in 30 seconds time. And if you jump in that deck to page 14, just so you've got an accounting for it. Remember, this is a smaller asset pool, but it's an important one. And we do want to keep you caught up on that. And you see here in the upper left-hand corner of the page up on the screen, good returns here for the OPEB trust as well. So almost a 6% return in the third quarter, up about a little north of 12% over the last year, as you see there, and pretty strong returns longer term as well. So again, right, to the credit of the city, you got this trust formed, you got it funded, you got money in the ground working for you. And now you've got, almost $3 million in the program, which is great. And if you jump to the next page 16, just quickly, so you see the exhibit there, just because it is a little bit different. There you go. Remember what we've done here, right? Very simple, using index funds, low cost, very efficient, but again, diversified, and just get up and running. Let the markets do what they do over time, which, as you know, much more often than not, go up. And the trust has been the beneficiary of that. So we're in good working order on that front as well. Any questions on OPEB?
Questions? None? Nothing to the councilman? No? We're good? All right.
I think that's all we had.
Well, that's great. And I apologize. Again, I'm gonna think it's the post-election.
It's okay. It was a long night. I heard there was a lot of absentee ballot counting.
It was a long night for the counters and the tabulators and for a lot of the candidates.
Yep.
But we do appreciate seeing you and wish you well.
Likewise.
This is my last Board of Trustees meeting as well.
Congratulations are in order, Mayor.
Yes,
Sure everyone thanks you for all the
retirement.
great service to the city.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been an honor. All right.
All right,
Thank you very much. All right, because I didn't call the meeting to order, I don't need to call for an adjournment. I think what we'll do now is we'll just move into the Board of Safety meeting, because we do have a quorum for the Board of Safety, and I appreciate the members that are present, and appreciate, I think it's Commissioner Tyler Young, who, despite not feeling well, has signed on to participate virtually. So for the record, it is now 6:52 p.m. Today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. This is a regular meeting of the Board of Public Safety, and the commissioners attending and present are Commissioner McLeod, Commissioner Cogswell, Commissioner McElroy, and again, Commissioner Young is attending via Zoom. Before we get into this meeting, could we kindly stand and pledge the flag? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which one nation, indivisible, with liberty and peace. Thank you. Excuse me. Item 1, I will entertain a motion to open the meeting to the public.
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner McElroy, seconded by Commissioner Cogswell. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are open to the public. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to address the commission at this time? All right. Seeing and hearing none, we're going to move into item number 2. I'm going to take this in 3 parts. 2A, I'll entertain a motion to accept the regular meeting minutes from October 1, 2025.
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner McElroy.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner McLeod. Questions or comments? Hearing none. All in favor? Any opposed? And for the record, an abstention goes to Commissioner Cogswell. Item 2B, I'll entertain a motion to accept the special joint meeting minutes with the City Council from October 20th, 2025.
So moved. Second.
Thank you to Commissioner McLeod, seconded by Commissioner McElroy. Questions or comments? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 2C, I'll entertain a motion to accept the special meeting minutes from October 22nd, 2025.
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Cogswell, seconded by Commissioner McElroy. Questions or comments on these minutes? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I abstain, Mayor.
And an abstention for the record goes to Commissioner McLeod. Moving into item number 3, these will be motions that I will call from the floor. So do I have a motion for a promotion?
I make a motion to promote Randall Chisonic from lieutenant to deputy chief effective November 9, 2025.
Thank you, Commissioner McElroy. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cogswell. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Excellent. I think yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll take all 3. There will be 3 of these this evening, and then we can do the swearing in. And Chief Tripp can share with the public what'll happen after this evening. Good. All right. So from the floor, do I have a second recommendation for promotion?
Yes, I have a motion to promote Alexander Renberg from frontline driver to lieutenant, effective November 9th, 2025.
Thank you, Commissioner McLeod. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner McElroy. Any questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And our third promotion this evening?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to promote Jordan Terrell from firefighter to frontline driver effective November 9, 2025.
Thank you, Commissioner Cogswell. Do I have a second?
Second.
And second by Commissioner McLeod. Questions or comments? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This motion carries. Can we meet me at that? Yeah. So, if you would kindly raise your right hand, I'll read the oath. Do you, Randall Chisonic, recognize the badge of the Deputy Fire Chief as a symbol of public faith and trust, and do solemnly affirm to perform your duty as a Deputy Fire Chief for the City of Torrington to the best of your ability, to serve your department with respect and dignity, to serve the citizens of Torrington with compassion, courage, and integrity? Sorry. And to support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the City of Torrington, Connecticut. So help you God. Congratulations. So proud of you. Okay. If you would kindly raise your right hand. Do you, Alexander Renberg, recognize the badge of lieutenant as a symbol of public faith and trust? Do you solemnly affirm to perform your duty as a lieutenant for the city of Torrington to the best of your ability, to serve your department with respect and dignity, to serve the citizens of Torrington with compassion, courage, and integrity, and to support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the City of Torrington. So help you God?
I do.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Right, come on up. So, yeah, I give them. Is your family here? Let's see. They didn't make it. Oh. All right, if you would kindly raise your right hand. Do you, Jordan Tyrell, recognize the badge of frontline driver as a symbol of public faith and trust? Do you solemnly affirm to perform your duty as a frontline driver for the city of Torrington to the best of your ability, to serve the department with respect and dignity, to serve the citizens of Torrington with compassion, courage, and integrity, and to support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the City of Torrington? So help you God. Congratulations. I know. It's just, isn't that like the greatest sound on earth? Children laughter. Yeah.
Get that a lot here.
Yeah, yeah. All right. We will move into item number 5 on the agenda. I will entertain a motion to accept Officer Thomas Smalls as a regular member of the Torrington Police Department after completing his probationary period effective October 11th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner McLeod, seconded by Commissioner Cogswell. Are there any questions or any comments? You have nothing? I'll call it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? This motion carries. Item 6, I will entertain a motion to acknowledge, I'll entertain a motion to acknowledge receipt of the public safety. Actually, I understand that that has not been delivered to the board. So I'm going to ask for a motion to table item number 6.
Motion to table.
Thank you, Commissioner
Second.
Cogswell, seconded by, I heard Commissioner McElroy. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We'll work on getting that final report. I know that it was in draft form up until recently. I think our facilities director was working on getting the final version released. I did want this board to receive that study in advance to start reading through it. The plan here is to create a building committee that will help shepherd the planning, site selection, and ultimately construction of a public safety complex. We do have a grant that was submitted to DECD. We're hoping we'll hear something this, if not the end of November, certainly at the beginning of December. And I just wanted to get this on everybody's radar before we left. So I do apologize that it isn't here this evening, but we will follow up on that and make sure that you get your copy. So item 6 has been tabled. I need the same motion to table item 7.
Motion to table item 7.
Thank you, Councilman,
Second.
Commissioner Cogswell, seconded by Commissioner McLeod. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we'll keep this in, we'll definitely get this on your radar. Item 8, I will entertain a motion to accept Police Chief Baldwin's reports for September 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner McLeod, seconded by Commissioner Cogswell. Questions or comments on the report? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 9, I will entertain a motion to accept Fire Chief Tripp's report for September 2025.
So moved.
Thank
Second.
you, Commissioner McElroy, seconded by Commissioner McLeod. Questions or comments on this report? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 10, I will entertain a motion to accept the EMS provider activity report for September 2025.
So moved.
Thank you,
Second.
Commissioner Cogswell, seconded by Commissioner McLeod. Are there questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 11, I will entertain a motion to consider business by the Board of Safety Policy Subcommittee.
Mayor, with no business, I would move to table item 11.
All right, motion made to table by Commissioner, by Commissioner Cogswell. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner McLeod. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 12, I'll entertain a motion to consider business by the volunteer fire departments.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner McElroy, seconded by Commissioner Cogswell. I need my glasses. Is anyone from Drakeville here this evening? No? Oh. All right. Well, Jim, you're here, and I know Torringford is still a little bit in. Do you want to talk?
I think the only thing and you guys probably all know it, is that we finalized the transfer of property and all the equipment to the city, vehicles, everything. So we're looking forward to the original intent of the volunteer system in town, which was to shorten response times to their districts. All 3 volunteer departments were organized based on response times from the city. Were too slow back in the day. So we're very, very much looking forward to the city working quickly to establish a career presence on the east end and carry on what the original intent of the fire service on the east end of town was for quicker response times. And that's it.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Jim? No. I just want to add, with immense gratitude, this has been such a generous gift from the 23rd Volunteer Fire Department commissioners and members and all of the prior members. It certainly was an honor to work with you to bring this to completion. In addition to the property and the equipment, the Torringford Volunteer Fire Department has also turned over funds. I know that they have to close up some final documents, but we've already received $120,000 from Torrington Volunteer Fire Department. With this property, they also have assigned a lease with Crown Castle, a generator, right? It's a fire optic switching station, which also generates revenue, which will be dedicated strictly and solely for use in whatever upgrades and maintenance will be required at that property. Those are the commitments that the city is making to all of the dedicated volunteers that have come up through the ranks over the past 68 years. And we're certainly proud to hold up our end of the bargain. So thank you. All right, let's move into item 13. I'll entertain a motion to consider business by department heads.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner McLeod, seconded by Commissioner Cogswell. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll send it to Chief Baldwin first.
Good evening, all. Just very briefly, we have food drives coming up for the upcoming holiday seasons, working with the PAL organization. Dates are being orchestrated at this point. For the election, we had no issues for the election last night. Some minor traffic issues down at the Armory, but other than that, everything went smoothly. Myself and the deputy chief attended the homeless shelter meeting on October 30th, slated to open on December 1st, to discuss some of the issues that they were having there. I want to report of the retirement of Officer Doug Brennan, effective October 25th. After a distinguished career with the police department, he is retired. Also, back on the 23rd, public safety agencies, Chief Tripp included, were honored at the Elks Lodge on the 23rd. Our Lieutenant Ken Brouillard, who runs our Detective Bureau, was given a First Responders Appreciation Medal of Service Award for the work that he's done for our community. That's all I have, other than to say that knowing that this is the mayor's and two commissioners' last meeting, I just, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank you all for the tremendous support that you gave me and my department. Especially, I know Commissioner McLeod and helped with. Ran for almost 4 years, just over 4 years without a deputy chief, and you were very instrumental in getting me a deputy chief. And quite frankly, I think we picked the absolute best individual for that position. He is by far probably the best, not only in the state, but I would say in the country. The guy is an incredible individual, and I'm very, very grateful. And he's been a tremendous asset to my department, only because of the support that I received from all of you. Mayor, your portrait up there with the 16 other mayors that served is a very distinct honor, and it's good to see you up there, although I think you're going to be missed by many of us. We congratulate Molly Spino for her election, and we look forward to working with her. Also want to congratulate Commissioner Battle, who was reelected last night. The new Commissioner-elect Eric Green and Cindy Sherwood, we're looking forward to working with them. And of course, Carol Anderson, who received another victory in her election. Thank you, Carol, for the work that you do for us. So not to belabor this, but again, thank you all for what you've done for me and my department. I'm very grateful, and you're all going to be missed. So thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Does anyone have any questions to the chief on that? All right. Thank you, Chief. I appreciate your kind words. Deputy Chief.
I just want to say thank you to Commissioner McLeod and Commissioner Cogswell. My short time here, you guys have helped me along with things. I appreciate your support. Mayor, I just want to say thank you for all your support over the years, and thank you again.
Thank you, Deb. All right, I got to turn it over to the fire department here. Chief Tripp.
Well, Mayor, thank you. Again, as these two gentlemen said, thank you for your service, Mr. Cogswell and McLeod. Mayor, your 12 years of service to the city. I almost made you cry the last time I talked, so I'll keep it short tonight. But I've worked with you for 8 years out of your 12. Being in administration, thank you for your support. Thank you for your support of the fire department. I know there's been tough times and tough decisions, but you supported us overall for your entire time as mayor. Thank you for your service. The couple events that are happening with TFD, we had a second alarm, a fatal fire in town, which is unfortunate. The men and women in our department are above exceptional. Their professionalism, their work ethic, they are, I've said it many, many times, I will put Torrington Fire Department up against anybody in the state, other fire departments, for what they do and what they encounter every day. So I'm proud of the men and women of my department and what they do for this community day in and day out. We posted for new hires, recruit certified only. That posting went out the 5th. It's a very competitive process. I got word today that, and I'm not knocking our system, but our system sometimes is belabored because we have to go through some hoops and T's crossed, I's dotted, but there's other departments that are already there giving them offers. And so I'm hoping that we're not behind the 8 ball here and, get the bottom of the barrel of these recruits. It's a Heroes program, fantastic veterans that are looking for civilian jobs, and a couple self-pays that take themselves by the hand that pay their own way. So that posting went out. It closes on December 5th, which is the graduation of, or actually December 9th, which is the graduation of this class. And we're looking back to the previous classes also for recruit firefighters. That's going to save us the 15 weeks of salary and training and $8,000 in tuition for the academy. So that's why we're looking for recruits. The budget has been tough this year. We were short in the budget with budget cuts. So this is one way that we can offset that and get more staffing. So we're progressing with that. November 12th is our pinning ceremony, including the 3 individuals tonight. Congratulations on those promotions. We're going to have 12 different promotional pinnings at the Torrington High School. We looked at their new auditorium and stage. I'm excited for that night. I'm excited for these men and women of the department to be up there with their families and public. We're trying to do this YouTube live, so it'll be available to anybody in the future, even, you know, people that can't be they're out of state, they can watch it live. So that's what we're working on. November 12th is there's a high school program summit. What this summit is, it's in Rocky Hill, is put on by a couple of state organizations, is outreach to fire service leaders, schools, anybody that has to do with some kind of reach out to high schoolers and programs. There's different programs throughout the Connecticut that reach out to high schools, and we're trying to inspire these young men and women to the fire service, expose them to the fire service by having a program within the high school. Commissioner McLeod and Commissioner McElroy have voluntold to go to this with me. The new deputy chief's coming, and I have 2 people from the schools, from Torrington Public Schools, 1 administrator and 1 facilitator, that the Torrington High School is totally 100% backing us on this, wanting a program in the high school. So I'm hoping to have a great partnership with the fire department in the high school and bringing some kind of program into the high school. It's kind of been proven, tested, that if you invest local, they stay local. So that's our goal, is to recruit from the high school, educate them from us, and get them to buy in to hopefully volunteer in Drakeville, and if need be, and, you know, become members of TFD in the city. So that's our goal with that. East Side, give a little update on East Side. Thank you both for saving me some time. I just want to commend Jimmy Potter. He's been instrumental from day one. He is still dedicated. He told me last week that was the last time he was going to mow the lawn. He kept it mowed all summer, kept the flag up, kept the lights on basically for us. So Jimmy, thank you for everything you've done up at Torringford and everything you've done for us and this transition. So where we are now with that, I have a meeting tomorrow with the Public Works Director and the WPCA supervisor on how we're going to hook up a sewer. That's our next step up there before we can do any kind of building construction, is to see where the sewer is going to lay out. It's a very difficult process where the city council might have to, working with the WPCA, because they're the executors, get some private sewer mains that we need to absorb with the city so we can tap into that. That seems to be the most effective, cheapest way to go on this, and maybe the only viable option to hook up sewer. So that's tomorrow. I've been in touch with Jamie Zakora almost daily about establishing building committees. I got the keys, the fobs from Mr. Potter tonight to give to Jamie so he can go up there with contractors and just start looking. So our next step at this point is to establish a building committee. I'm looking for 1 member of this board on that committee. I'm going to be going to council Monday night, looking for a member from the council. And then from that point, it'll be the facilities director, Deputy Chief Yasonic, and 2 members from the union. I'm going to reach out to the union and request that if there's anybody interested to be on this building committee, and then start looking at the property. And Jamie has some really good contacts with different architects and different builders to see what our options are for that facility. We'll go through the facility, see what's there, see if we need to add on, see if we need to take down, whatever the most cost effective, yet the needs that we're going to have for East Side protection. So that'll be the next step, is the building committee. I'm going to meet with the mayor-elect to discuss more about the future of the east side. When it comes down to staffing and overtime, I'm hoping, my goal is to start in January, having a daytime presence up there. But my next step is to meet with her, and she knows my plan already. I've met with her prior to the election. I actually met with both candidates prior to the election, talking about east side and the fire department. So they're both well aware of my plans and ideas for east side protection. So I'm going to meet with her and the future board members, Mr. Green and Ms. Sherwood, as they join the board and move on from there. So right now, we're in a kind of a transition process, holding pattern until we can meet with the new board and the new mayor to talk about staffing in the east side and how we're going to do it. That's all I have. I'll entertain any questions.
Questions for the chief?
Thank you.
Thank you, chief. Jeff, anything from Trinity this evening?
Yes, I just wanted to kind of dovetail on
Thank you, Jeff. All right, with the department head reports done, let's move into item 14. I will entertain a motion to consider business by mayor and members.
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner
Second.
McLeod, seconded by Commissioner Cogswell. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with the commissioners that are staying on this board. So Commissioner Young, is there anything that you wanted to add this evening?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I first want to congratulate the 3 firefighters on their well-deserved promotions. Their dedication and service to our community do not go unnoticed. And I'm grateful for all that they do to keep Torrington safe. I also want to take a moment to thank you, Mayor Carbone, for your 12 years of service as mayor. It's been a true honor to work alongside someone who has led with such dedication, integrity, and heart for this community. You have been a role model and mentor for me in how to serve your community with passion and purpose. And your commitment to public safety and to the people who serve our city has made a lasting difference. Torrington is stronger because of your leadership and the example you've set. I wish you all the best in your well-deserved retirement and all that's ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. To Commissioner McElroy.
I'd like to congratulate the promotions in the fire department, the retirement in the police department, also Torringford for everything that they've done. Again, Trinity, like always. My co-board of safety members, had a good time, learned a lot from you guys. Gonna miss you. But most of all, the mayor. The mayor's the toughest job in the city of Torrington. And not everybody always likes everything that's done in the city. I'd like to find the person that's actually out there that has all those answers and the money to do every single thing that we all want to do. But the last 6 years I've been on the board, the mayor's directed me and helped me a lot, guided me, especially on the politics side of it. And some not
The
very,
other side.
yeah, the other side that it's not my favorite thing. Obviously, everybody knows that. But she did a great job guiding me and directing me in that. And I just want to say that I appreciate everything and all the years of hard work. You have a lot of accomplishments, and very proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations in your retirement.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, Commissioner Cogswell.
All right. First, just congratulations to the firefighters who were promoted this evening. I look forward to best of luck in your new roles and best wishes as you take those on in leadership positions. Thank you to Jim Potter and everyone else from Torringford for everything you've done for making this transition. I'm excited to see where that continues to go, even though I won't be a part of this board. And but it starts with all the work that you've done just to help with that transition, for what you've done with the city, working with them. And I believe that'll breed positive outcomes, even though as much as we didn't want to see Torringford in the direction and everything that did happen, but thank you for that. Last, it's been an honor to be here. I've been here for 5 years. I think those who were here 5 years ago remember this is a position I didn't want, and that's going to sound strange because it meant I was replacing someone that I thought very highly of and respected, and that was former Commissioner Bob Conforti, who had sadly had passed away at the time, and that's when I had stepped in to serve. Decided to go for a full term, and I'm thankful for all the time that I've been here. It's no secret that work has taken me in a lot of positions, or particularly over the past year, and while that's a good thing, it's been tough to continue here. And so as much as I didn't want to say no to another term, it was the right thing. And so, but I just, as a parting words, just want to thank all of our first responders, but particularly the men and women who wear the uniform for the Torrington Police and Torrington Fire Department, as well as our Drakeville Fire Department. Something Deputy Tripp said that I will absolutely, or I'm sorry, Chief Tripp said, I should say, apologies. I've always been, whether I was on the city council or here, very proud of the professionalism and the way that our departments step up to serve the city. And I would take that, and I've been in a lot of different positions throughout the state over the years and with any department for both police and fire. And that's a testament to the work that's done every day, to those who wear the uniform and those who answer the call and deal with some of the most difficult times and situations within the city. So thank you very much for all those who do serve our community. Thank you for your continued service going forward. I will continue to be very thankful and honored to have all of you representing the city of Torrington as our first responders. And thank you again. And just last, congratulations to you, Mayor, on your 12 years, and I wish you the best in retirement. And it's been a pleasure to work with you. And thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Commissioner McLeod.
Yeah, first I'd like to congratulate everybody that was promoted tonight. Today I started throwing together a list of a whole bunch of people that I wanted to thank, and it's way too long. I appreciate everybody that's helped me and everybody I've learned from, hopefully, and helped me over the last 12 years. My wife did tell me to take the high road, so I'm not going to say anything bad. The only thing I'll add to it is to what Chief Baldwin said. It's been a great and fun 9 out of 12 years. How's that? Okay. I've really enjoyed actually the 12 years. Spent some good moments, bad moments. One is what Commissioner Cogswell said about Bobby Conforti. That was horrible loss for everything. But I've come to respect everything that the police, fire department, Trinity does much more than I ever did, and I appreciate all that. I will thank the people I want to individually. The only person I really want to thank publicly, and she's not here, is my wife, because she had to listen to me for 12 years. And it wasn't only after meetings or before meetings, it was frequently. So I do appreciate that. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Commissioner. So I knew that I was coming into this last meeting, and I was spending a lot of time reflecting on, the message that I wanted to end my tenure with this board, with these chiefs, and with the men and the women of the community that serve our community, serve and protect our community. And the one thing that kept coming through my head was gratitude. And recognizing that gratitude is the good in our lives. It's acknowledging that this goodness is a gift. And I can tell you with all sincerity that these 12 years have truly been a gift for me. I agree with Commissioner McLeod. Not all of it was, sunshine and rainbows. There were some tough times. But what I learned going through those tough times is that trust and loyalty and friendship, respect and honor always rose to the top. I learned so much from all of these commissioners, from our chiefs, from the rank and file, the Board of Safety members, our Torringford volunteer departments. I was doing some quick math. We have 140 men and women that put on a uniform and run into the dangerous situation to make sure that they're protecting the other 35,000 people that live in this city. So incredibly grateful for all of that. Our volunteers that do the same, you know, and do it knowing there isn't a paycheck at the end of this. A small stipend you may get against some property taxes certainly isn't enough to make any volunteer want to put on that uniform and do this. And to the 6 Board of Safety members and their families that do have to listen to us, because we do take this home with us. We do fret about it. We share it with our family. We share it with our friends. It sometimes becomes the only topic that we talk about for months. But always, I always left every situation, tough times, difficult relationships or communications, always walking away with profound gratitude for the type of men and women that serve this community. I had a reporter ask me if there was one parting comment that I could leave to the public, what would that be? And I say this all the time. I wish the general public really and truly understand the blood, sweat, and tears that our employees give to this community. I really wish they understood how hard you work and how fearless you are. And for all of that, on behalf of them, I'm also expressing my gratitude. So thank you all. And because there is really nothing else on this agenda, I do feel I need. Thank you. I think that I have to call for a motion to adjourn, and I think as tradition serves, I think our parting members should do the honors. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner McLeod, seconded by Commissioner Cogswell. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.